Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Wally Walk podcast, where I discuss my thoughts for the day. Today is April 22nd. It's a Monday, 2024. It's 12:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the weather is absolutely phenomenal. It's extremely sunny here. It's around 55 degrees. However, there's less wind, and initially I was wearing my hoodie. But with my, I decided to take it off because I was getting warmed up by the walk here. And so I have it in my drawstring backpack that I recently got. It's not as good quality as the initial drawstring backpack, but it'll do. It'll do. I mean, at the end of the day, you get what you pay for. I paid around $6 for 5 of these. So I'm still satisfied. I like the color. It's all black, no labels, and that's the way I like it. So yeah, today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for at least a 2-hour walk. After this 2-hour walk, I am going to essentially eat the pork loin chops with beans. I'm gonna stop eating the habaneros only because I think I've been experiencing some discomfort on my stomach after eating those habaneros. So I'm gonna just throw that away, and I'm not gonna eat too spicy of a food. I'm just gonna put some hot sauce, some Tabasco sauce on the beans. I might add now like a half an onion to that salad, and so yeah, that's the plan of action. I might also drop by the store to buy some I guess mustard, because I ran out of mustard. Because I could use the red vinegar, I think it's red wine vinegar, to mix with a mustard to make the salad taste a little bit better. So that's what I plan on doing after this walk. But yeah, I'm really liking this walk. What else is there? Oh yeah, after that, I plan on doing some calisthenics work. And actually this Saturday I'm also going to the Citi Field to watch the Mets play, so I'm really looking forward to that as well at the end of the week. So in terms of my weight loss, looking at the Fitbit here, so I started Saturday at 88.2. Yesterday I was at 87.8, which is a 0.4 pound loss. And today I was at 187, which is another 0.8 loss. So since that Saturday morning, the day after that cheat meal, I lost 1.2 pounds, which was to be expected. So this week I pretty much ran out of fruits, so I'm gonna just keep the calorie count relatively low. I'm gonna keep it at instead of the blueberries, what I did for breakfast was I replaced the blueberries with 2 eggs. So now I have my cholesterol in my diet now, and I'm going to see how I respond with that. Looking at everything else, I mean, so I'm looking forward to see how my progress is in terms of the wait list at the end of I guess Friday. Saturday I'm going to cheat a little. I'm not going to eat too much, but I'm going to eat. So I'm going to eat out of the ordinary. So I'm most likely going to start off the day with pork loins and beans for that day, Saturday, so I could have a lot of protein and fiber just right off the bat removed from my diet. So yeah, that's the plan of action. Today is Monday to Friday is a long calisthenics day, so I'm gonna be training more aggressively the tuck front level hold. I'm going to try to do some reps on that, and I'm going to try to hold it as much as possible. I'm also going to attempt the advanced tuck, not advanced tuck, but tuck planche. I'm going to see if I could hold it. What I like to do now with my calisthenics sets is I like to start off with regular squats. After squats, I do stretching, so I do like knee rotations to kind of loosen up my knee. And then I do hamstring stretches and quad stretches. After that, I go directly into either dips or pull-ups. It doesn't matter. But if I do decide to go to dips, then I do pull-ups. Then I do planche push-ups. Then after planche push-ups, I'm going to do a leg toes to bar. And after toes to bar, I'm going to do support hold. And after support hold, I'm going to do one arm hangs. After that whole set, I'm going to start off every day with those exercises. And then I'm going to go into my warm-up set where I warm up my shoulders. And then I'm going to do another set where I warm up my ankles. And then I warm up my wrists as well. And then I'm going to go straight into doing some support, not support holds, but it's like, I forgot what it's called. It's called a hold. It's called it's not a support hold, but it's basically a hold where you separate your arms and legs above the floor. You lay down on the ground, make sure your lower back is touching the floor, and you stay in that hold position for as long as you can. And afterwards, I'm going to do the compression pikes, which is where you sit down parallel, you sit down 90 degree to a floor, you put your hand towards around your knee area, and you lift up the heels away from the floor. And that's the compression pike that a lot of gymnasts do to get some hip stretching going on. And I'm also going to do some deep hamstring stretches along with deep couch stretch for 3 sets each. Basically with the deep hamstring stretch, what I do is I make sure I'm 90 degrees to the floor sitting down, and I stretch all the way to where my heels are. I grab onto my heels and I try to see if I could touch my face to my knees. That's a really deep hamstring stretch that I do. That I'm going to do for like 3 sets. And then I'm going to do 3 sets of couch stretch. What that is it stretches the hip flexors. It's good for when you sit a lot. So you basically put your knee onto the floor. You put your, I guess your heels, not your heels, but your the top of your heels, the top of your toes, or the top of your feet against the wall. And so your knees are pointing towards the floor. And then you try to lean back as much as possible, and it gives a nice little stretch. I despise doing it, but that's more reason for me to do it, because it's very tight there down there. But I noticed that it's been loosening up lately, so yeah, I do those. Then I'm gonna probably do 3 or 4 sets of like a tuck front lever holds and reps. And I'm also going to attempt to do some regular planche holds, tuck planche holds. I'm going to attempt to try to get it. Yeah. And then if I can't, then I'm going to finish off with another 3 sets of planche leans. And yeah, that's the plan of action. And then after that, I'm probably going to do the whole thing over again, where I do the whole, instead of regular squats, I'm going to do a pistol squat, and then I'm going to do the dips, and then I'm going to do the pull-ups, and after the pull-ups, I'm going to do the what else? I guess support holds, and then toes to bars again, and then what else? Yeah, and oh yeah, do one arm hangs again, and then yeah, I'm probably gonna do 6 sets of, and do another 3 sets of tuck front lever holds and reps, and then I'm gonna do three more sets of planche leans. I'm gonna see how far I can lean. And yeah, that's the plan of action. And then after that, I might do another 3 sets of hamstring stretches and the couch stretches, and then finish off with what I started off with, which is the pull-ups, no, the dips, the pull-ups, the after planche push-ups, right? Planche push-ups, and then toes to bar, and support hold, and finally one arm hangs. So basically, yeah, I think I have a routine now. Basically, I think that's what it is. That routine that I just made up in my head right now is what I'll do. That's gonna be a long time, actually. That may consist of like almost an hour and a half worth of calisthenics. So yeah, I'm glad that I just came up with that in the top of mind. And once I get the 30-second hold on the one arm hang, that's when I'm going to start training for the next progression, which is going to be where I hang on one bar, I use my other hand to hold onto my wrist and do a one arm pull up like that way. And yeah, that's what I'll do. That sounds it. And yeah, I think that's the way to do it. Yeah, that's my routine. I'm actually gonna write it down after I do it, because yeah, I think that's the way to do it. I'm gonna do that like 5 days a week. If at any point my wrist hurts, I'm gonna readjust my training accordingly. And yeah, and if any point of my body hurts, I'm basically gonna replace those workouts with less intensive workouts, essentially. So it's gonna be on how I feel that day, and I'm gonna make the adjustments accordingly. But yeah, I think that's the way I'm gonna do it for the foreseeable future now. But yeah, so that's that for the calisthenics workout. What else is there? But yeah, I mean, just gonna keep on trying to get as mobile as possible as well. Work on I think the most important thing out of all this is that I want to make sure that I don't like go too much in terms of pressuring myself to do it, you know? I'm not going to push myself to the point where I injure myself, obviously. I'm not gonna, any kind of either discomfort or a weird feeling, even if it's not discomfort, I'll stop right away. Because usually that's a sign, if I push through that feeling, that I may injure myself. When I was young, I used to push through those because I wasn't aware of different consequences. But when you're older, you don't want to take as much risk as you did when you're obviously younger. So I'm not gonna, because my priority is having the ability to work out every day, essentially. So I don't want to overextend myself. And so yeah, what else is there? But yeah, I mean, the pork loin chops are going to be my mainstay for the foreseeable future. I think I'm going to keep my calorie count today at around 2200, 2300. I don't have any fruits to eat, so I'm basically going to just things accordingly. But yeah, no matter what, every day I'm going to do 2-hour walks. That's a plan after trading. I also plan on extending my trading sessions to like past 10 o'clock, like to 10:30 a.m. I used to just trade for 1 hour, but that's not going to cut it with the way I'm trading. So I'm actually going to also change a couple of parameters for my trading as well, because I actually need to get more. Basically, I need more trades put in. So yeah, I'm gonna make the adjustments accordingly there. But yeah, that's it in regards to trading. So and the training, what else? But yeah, other than that, I mean, 1.5 to 2 hours is more than sufficient. I think anything more than that is just gonna be too it's gonna be too much on my body, essentially. I need some rest. So yeah, after that, I'm just gonna go on and listen to some more health podcasts kind of reinforce what I already know, and also get some new information on certain stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to basically listen to as much podcasts as possible, because there might be ideas that I haven't considered. And I like to use my time wisely, so that's what I'll do. I'll just listen to some podcasts while walking around, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna try to eat my dinner like around 6 o'clock, 6:30. So I'm gonna start boiling the potatoes around 5:15. Yeah, I'm gonna start boiling the potatoes around 5:15, and because I like to boil the potatoes for at least 50 minutes and cook like basically over an hour. Essentially, I want to boil the potatoes because I like it like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of my day, how the day is going to be structured from literally Monday through Friday. That's the idea. And Saturdays and Sundays, the meals are going to be the same. Fridays and Saturdays are days where I can meet up with friends. So on those days, I'm definitely not going to train, obviously. But I am going to, the following day I usually like resting, because I'm most likely just going to walk. I consider walking kind of like a rest day too, just regular walking. So that's what I'll do. I'll just most likely walk on the days after I meet up with my friends, because usually I just meet up with them for one day, and then the next week I just do whatever, you know. So, but yeah, I mean, this diet is coming along extremely smoothly. Losing weight perfectly, and there's really nothing to change. I'm really liking the way that my body's looking right now, and everything from this point on in terms of the loss, it's going to be cherry on top. It's going to be the cherry on top at this point, because I'm really liking the way I look right now. But yeah, I still want to obtain that goal no matter what, because I want to say that I got to that point, because once I could get to that point, that means that I could do it later on in the future as well, because I'll know exactly what I need to do in order to get that achievement. I know that during this journey, I realized that drinking alcohol every day is just not the way to go, like by yourself at least. It's just a social activity. That's what I learned during this cut. I also learned that there's so many calories that I drink. You basically drink, you know. I don't want to really get my calories through drinking. As a matter of fact, I'm even attempting to lower the amount of I'm not going to do collagen anymore once it runs out. I'm just going to stick with just whey protein in the breakfast, just one scoop for breakfast, and that's it. I'm still going to eat, obviously, oatmeal because it's relatively inexpensive. Pork loin chops are going to be the mainstay, and basically pork chops, pork loin chops, beans are going to be my mainstay. Those are and oatmeal for breakfast, and that's gonna stay the same. Let's just keep it like that. And I'm gonna most likely what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trade till like 11-ish o'clock, like 10-ish, 10:30-ish from the pre-market, and then I'm gonna go for the 2-hour walk daily. The 2-hour walk is gonna be necessary. The 2-hour walk every day when it doesn't rain. When it rains, I'm just gonna walk indoors. So yeah, that's the plan of action. Pretty much walk every day for around 2 hours, and the same meal like that I laid out. Something I could do for like pretty much till the end of this year, essentially. So yeah, I want to get down to, in terms of weight, I mean, I don't mind staying at this weight, 187, and being 10% body fat. There's a chance where my body might be 10% body fat at this weight, you know, by the amount of calisthenics that I'm training on a daily basis, now that I'm doing it on a daily basis. So I'm just gonna go by, you know, body fat percentage, obviously not directly by weight, but most likely I'm going to be at 175-ish. I'm guessing 175-ish. I remember when I did that week where I did 40,000 steps 3 days in a row. That kind of like essentially worn me out. I lost a lot of weight during that period, but the issue with walking that long is it could eat into my muscle, which I'm concerned about. I'd rather save those crazy sessions towards the end of the cut. But yeah, after the cut is over, I'm just going to maintain. So I'm going to go at maintenance. I'm not going to even bulk up. I'm just going to maintain the meal, which is going to be around, I'd say around 2,700 calories, 2,500 calories, give or take, if I had to guess. That's the plan of action. Yeah, keeping the calories around that range seems about reasonable. 25 to 700. My maintenance, I think, maybe even like 3,000 with the activity that I'm doing. Actually, like 3,000 calories, right? But I don't think I could eat that much. And I'm not, my goal is not to bulk at all the rest of this year, unless I go below 10% for a while. I don't want to stay there too long and then just come out of that. That's when I'll bulk. But yeah, that's the plan of action. All right, I'm right by the bathroom. So with that being said, thank you so much for listening, and stay tuned for the next episode of the Wally Walk.